What's up? This is That Dirty Splint in the IWC, and this is the Wrestling Recap Show for May 6, 2012. First off, I'd like to say that Raw started out great. Extreme Rules was a surprisingly wonderful pay-per-view, even though it had 4 rematches from WrestleMania. It was very exciting and entertaining. Raw started off hot. I had the utmost positive feelings going forward, and then WWE just took all those positive feelings and nosedived them into the ground. Again, Raw started off hot angle. Triple H is coming back to Raw to deal with Brock Lesnar because Johnny Ace just won't do it. Brock Lesnar flips out, breaks Triple H's arm. He breaks it so hard that Triple H has to take some time off to go to Vegas and accompany Floyd Mayweather to the ring. I wonder if WWE really realizes that the internet exists, not just what they put on it, but what other people put on it. And so when you say Triple H's arm is broken, but then he shows up 5 days later in Las Vegas with his arm in a sling, under a jacket, but he can hold up a championship belt? Come on, WWE. Come on. And he hates his houses, what's That's how it started, and then I was in, alright, this is going to be a good show. And that was the highlight of the entire show. The rest of the show was filled with this Beat the Clock challenge with random superstars, former champions, them all, facing each other to beat the time set by The Miz over Santino Morales. Yeah, because Santino's got a shot. Anyways, Daniel Bryan becomes the #1 contender by beating the clock by pinning the King in less, you know what, it doesn't even matter. Jerry the King Lawler and Daniel Bryan Danielson were the last two, and Daniel Bryan Danielson beat the clock. Why the King was in that spot, I mean, okay, I know why the King was in that spot, but I still think that the King should not have been in that spot, but, you know, that's just me. So we're going to have CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan Danielson. Us internet darlings have been asking for this match for a while. I'm really looking forward to it. I would say it was a highlight, but the other main event for the Over the Limit pay-per-view is John Cena versus Johnny Ace. So, I mean, that's just going to tank the pay-per-view buy. And now WWE is going to be like, oh, well, we gave the internet what they wanted and they didn't buy it. No, yes, you did give us what we wanted, but you gave it to us in the worst possible spot with the stinker of a match. It's probably going to be a gimmick. It's probably going to be a gimmick handicap, weird, stupid match. Johnny Ace versus John Cena, and we're supposed to be so happy that you gave us Daniel Bryan Danielson and CM Punk finally? Yeah, whatever. Anyways, the Bellas got fired after they did a 2-on-1 for the Divas title against Layla of all people, and they lost. So Eve Torres, who is the secretary to the executive vice president of talent relations, yeah, that's really a thing, fired them after the match. No reason why. I don't see how that helps the Divas division at all. I mean, unless the Bellas just straight up did not want to re-sign their contract, WWE is stupid for letting those two get out the door. I'm just saying. And they're not hard on the eyes either. The tag team titles that WWE doesn't care are now around the waist of the maybe Little Jimmy. We're not sure. I think Little Jimmy has a tag team belt, a title belt. I can't see it, but again, R-Truth is crazy. R-Truth and Kofi Kingston are now the tag team champions. Primo and Epico signed with Abraham Washington's AW All World group. I'm more interested to see what this All World group is about and what AW can do with Primo and Epico. I really am, especially now that we know that unfortunately Rey Mysterio will not be rejoining the WWE for quite a bit of time, and the WWE loves to have Hispanic wrestlers featured prominently on their show, but putting the belts around their waist is not, and then jobbing them out is not featuring them prominently. Just saying. Anyway, we got 2 more weeks of Bullets Over the Limit, and I don't know how they're going to salvage it. They have announced that Alberto Del Rio will be facing Sheamus for the World Heavyweight Championship. And that leads me into what happened on SmackDown, which was hard to watch. I mean, we got Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan Danielson twice. And then Alberto Del Rio did a run-in both times. Actually, Ricardo Rodriguez doing a crossbody off the top rope on the Sheamus was the best part of the whole night. I didn't know the guy had ups like that. You know, go Ricardo Rodriguez. Anyways, we saw the in-ring debut of Damien Sandow, the high-class guy that's been having those promos during SmackDown, and he refused to wrestle in front of the lowbrow audience. So the jobber got destroyed by Ryback. Eventually, Ryback's gonna have to face someone whose name was on the WWE roster before that night, and then we'll see what happens. But of course, Brodus Clay ate all the jobbers, so what you gonna do? Anyways, that was WWE this week. I'm really concerned about Over the Limit now. It is really shaping up to be a WWE throwaway pay-per-view, and they only got 2 more weeks to build it up, which means we will have 3 pay-per-views in basically a month and a half time. What do you guys expect? I seriously think WWE needs to really look at their pay-per-view business and start getting rid of some of these lackluster, useless pay-per-views so that they can actually build to some kind of story that's not, oh, well, these guys fought the last pay-per-view, but we're not done. They're not done fighting yet. No, that's just, I'm not going to cut it. Speaking of too many pay-per-views, TNA was basically, you fight him, you fight him, you fight her, and I'll see you on Sunday. I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do on Thursday. Anyway, I did watch the open fight episode of TNA Impact. I do really like DVDR. I've got to say, it was entertaining. I don't think we should have gotten Bully Ray Devon at this juncture. I think that could have been a pay-per-view quality match, but now they gave it away for free. And it actually had an ending instead of a stupid ending. Devon pinning Bully Ray 1, 2, 3. We really don't want to see that yet. So that's another pay-per-view match that TNA has lost forever. But I guess that's their fault. Ms. Tessmacher called out Gail Kim. It was a bad match, but now they're gonna fight for the title at the pay-per-view. It was a weird backstage segments with the Hulkster. You know what? This was the first one. I'm going to give it time. See what happens. Last week's episode was nothing to write home about. I'm going to skip that. And I didn't get any questions in my inbox, so I won't be answering those. That's pretty much all I have this week. I will be doing a TNA Sacrificed preview show Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. Look for that, where I give my humble predictions for the next TNA pay-per-view. I'm going to take a look at the card. So far, they only have a few matches announced. I'm pretty sure some more of those are going to be announced sometime this week, maybe on Thursday. I don't know. But again, I read spoilers. So, go see Avengers. That's definitely what you should I'm off topic. Anyway, that's all I got this week. This has been That Dirty Spoons from the IWC, signing off.